That's a bit weird. I want to just put it down. Why can't I just put it down? I want to put my ladder down on the ground. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media, and welcome to Powerwash Simulator 2. Powerwash Simulator is a game that I've played a few times on the channel before. I've played a lot of it with Alice as well. We've done a few collaborations on that and had a really good laugh with the SpongeBob DLC and the Christmas DLC. But this is a game that, well, Powerwash Simulator 1 is anyway, that I've got hundreds of hours in, and I am absolutely in love with it. It's very therapeutic. If you've ever got a time where you've got time to play a game, but you're not sure what you want to play, and it's something that you just want it to be satisfying, and not necessarily easy, but you know, something where you don't have to worry about enemies killing you and stuff like that and losing, then just come and play Powerwash Simulator. It's so satisfying. The game released just yesterday. Unfortunately, I was busy in the afternoon that it released, so I wasn't able to play it straight away. But obviously, we can now have a look at the game itself. We've got a lot of stuff to look at, I'm sure, but I just want to get straight into it and get washing. The first thing to do is a removals van, so we're going to get into this mission and see what the situation is. Harper is back once again, as she was in the first game. I think it was Harper Shaw. Let's start the job, shall we? And we'll see what is different, because I think there's a few different tools and things that you can use. In terms of the graphics and everything, it all looks the same. It's going to be, yep, you can still press C to do that. So we've got a tutorial. You can move with WASD. I like that there's a little UI in the bottom right corner down there. You can obviously spray away with this. That's cool. You can't inspect your weapon like it's CS or anything like that, which really upsets me. You can pick ladders up from distance. You can crouch and lie down. There is also... oh, you can't even lie down, actually. It's just a lower crouch. Okay, you can jump as usual with space. You're in this with me. Ah, yes, you can do... so you can have like a vertical or a... I'm not going to wash the van yet. You can do a vertical or horizontal spray. It's much more satisfying to do like that for me as well, because then the screen's not going like this, and that's motion sick inducing. It's horrible. You can obviously scroll through your different nozzles, the satisfying click along the way as well. Ah, this is the cool thing. So you can change washers. So there's the Urban X. You can sort of inspect the... I was going to call it a weapon. And then there's the PV, I think it's called. I don't know, I can't remember. Nozzles, there's a soap nozzle or the usual just water nozzles. And then the extensions, that's cool. I like the longer ones. And then Q is dirt highlight. That used to be Alt. So now Alt shows you the individual things very quickly, so you don't have to go into a pause menu and do it. So Q shows you all the dirt. So it highlights it in orange for you, so you can just see. You've also got in the top left up there as well the different parts, so you can see how dirty they still are. There is Katos about as well. I think he's called Ulysses. Oh, he's here. Hello. Hello, Katos. Aren't you adorable? Good to see you. Right, so you can open the menu, which is... ah, they've removed it from looking like a tablet. It used to look like an iPad or a tablet that you brought up. Oh, that's a shame. That is a big shame. I really quite liked that. I know it's not a massive part of the game, but yeah, I did enjoy that. Right, so this is Jessica's removals van. Let's go with... I don't want to go with a white. I want to go with a green to begin with. And we'll get cracking on it, shall we? We'll get moving. And we'll just go down the entire side. We'll just give it a quick go over. And then we'll start to get into the lower segments of the vehicle. It's very satisfying already. You can see, look, some of the stuff on the window is tougher, so you can't get it off with the green one. So you have to then go to red and really blast it away. It's so satisfying, man. So satisfying. You're just going to see me looking very satisfied, or angry, as I've found, in the bottom corner of the screen down here. It's very often the case that I've got a very angry-looking concentration face, especially with games like this as well, where I'm not doing much talking and I'm just focusing. We'll clean this door off, shall we? Go down here. Hopefully, if you're watching this, I do this in a way that is satisfying to you as well. Oh god, I right-clicked then. If you right-click, it just stays on. So if you left-click, I prefer to left-click and only, you know, use what I'm using, if that makes sense, like that. Don't know, I like to just release it, and as soon as I release it, I'm done. Okay. Right. I'm going to remove my face from the bottom corner, and we're just going to silently go about cleaning this van and just enjoy it. Okay, so I clearly need to do under here. You can see, look, there's some dirt under there, so that's why this side panel isn't considered done yet. This piece here, look. I need to get right under there. It is. Underneath the step as well, and obviously the tyres. I think we may need to do the other side of the tyres. Oh, it's so satisfying, man. We'll need to do the back of the tyre. Let's just crawl along the floor. I don't think there's a third person, but when you do this multiplayer, you can obviously see each other's characters. I'm going to just get the back of that step while I'm under here, and while I can get to it. Oh yeah, look at that. We need to do inside the wheel arch as well. There it is. That is done. Now, the game obviously considers items done before you've fully done them. It just gives you a bit of leeway. I think it's like 1% leeway with the sort of completion of them. It's a very ugly van, this, isn't it? Let's just see if we can get enough of it from this sort of range. We might need to go over this twice, I think. What? Ah, yeah, so you have like a home base in this game, so that you basically fill it with little... You get like scale models of all the stuff that you've done, which I think is quite cool. So it's a little trinket of every single job that you've done. It used to be the case in the old game that there was a like a temple thing at the end, and that had like tapestries and little like mosaics, almost like it was a prophecy that you were going to jet wash everything. It was quite funny, really. The game's got a lot of humour in it, I know that much. They've gone for a very different angle, though, with the humour in this new one, by the look of it, because they've had, like, the release video for it had a lot of, like, almost very sarcastic sort of, we're always watching you sort of thing. I don't know, it was this very sarcastic American woman's voice. And it seemed... I can't think of what I could compare it to, but, you know, there's these games, sort of like Helldivers, actually, where it's like, you know... The old Shrek meme where it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, you know, some of you may die. It seemed like that sort of vibe. It was really, really weird. So I'm intrigued to see how that comes together as the game goes on. I just want to get this corner before I attack the front, because I don't want to then clip the sides down there. So we're just going to go up and down. A lot of people really don't like having the view fixed like that. They prefer to do it like this. I don't like that, because I think if you've got the camera still... you can see the dirt coming off, and it's not going like this all the time. And I mean, I get motion sickness, so maybe I'm a bit biased towards not having it like that, but yeah. That's done, bumpers done, grille, front lights, headlights, emblem, yeah, all that's done. It's the cabin that needs doing. Wheel arch, tyre, this tyre on the outside isn't done. What about wing mirrors? Do we need to do wing mirrors? That wing mirror's not done, we need to do this side of it, I think. Yep, we do. Oh, we need a tougher nozzle for that. There we go, beautiful. Usually it's a case of use the yellow one on most things. Have I got an extension on here? This is an extension, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So it just gives you a bit more range, but it means it's a bit more focused, so that's a much wider range, if you know what I mean. Wow. Let's do this window. I used to be really bad on the first game. Yeah, look at the difference. Much more powerful like that. So you got to go between power and, you know, cleaning capability and a wide spread, so to speak. But in the first game, I very often would be really picky about perfectly doing an outline of that window. So the fact that there's clean bits around the edge, I used to not be able to hack stuff like that. It's really weird. You can all play it to your own ability, though, and, you know, your own way of doing things. You know, I know that a lot of people wouldn't like the fact that I'm sort of stood in one place and not maybe just moving over a little bit like that, but... it's on the screen at the end of the day in my eyes. Don't know what it'll be best for content-wise. Either way, I hope you enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy playing it, because it's so satisfying. This wheel arch is not done because we need to do the inside of it. There we go. Get the back of the tyre. That hubcap is done. Wheel arch and door. Okay. Let's sort Jessica's dirty flap out here. Let's get under there and... that wheel arch seemed done on the inside as well. Maybe a little bit premature on that. Come on, tyre. Is it the front? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now we can do this entire side. Let's go back to the green and let's slow it down a little bit and just go all the way at the top. We'll have to do the roof as well, so we'll get a ladder out and climb on top in just a minute. But yeah, satisfaction is... very high right now. I'm going to go quiet again. What? Thanks, Harper. That's a good little jibe, that, actually, because some of the business names and some of the clients that you get are quite funny. Like, they've got quite a good bit of humour behind the name. A lot of puns. There we go. Right then, so we can now use tab. We're only 44% done. So we've got the cargo hold ceiling. Oh, I've just realised something. Got to do the inside, haven't we? Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's just do the external first. Get rid of all this. I'm going to go to yellow for the higher up bits, just because it's got that little bit more potency. Need to do these rear lights. We'll probably have to get under here. Yep. Nice. Good. Just scan across those. They're all done. The exhaust is not done. The exhaust is done. Okay, we'll do the interior and then we'll climb. No, actually, no, I want to climb on top. So let's get the ladder. Oh, it's not the right size. Ah, look, there you go. No, I think it's only right we put it there. In it. Up we go. Okay. Let's take that extension off and do the short one. Let's not miss. This is going to be a nightmare for me to edit into any shorts, because if I've not got it perfectly in the middle like that, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to have to pan across back and forth like this. Whee. This is just what it was in the old game. There's the, the fundamentals aren't very different, but it's just one of those things. It's a very satisfying thing to play, but there's not really. It's very much a one-trick pony, and hats off to the developers for doing so much with it, because they've continued to add more and more jobs in, more and more interesting things, different nozzles, different unlocks, and the soap nozzles and stuff. There's been so much that they've added into it. You've got to go down the ladder properly, but yeah, I don't know. Can we? No? Why can't we just put it on the floor? That's a bit weird. I want to just put it down. Why can't I just put it down? I want to put my ladder down on the ground. I don't want it rested against the truck. Okay, fine. We'll just lean it against there. It used to be that there was a spot on the floor for them. Oh well. What bit do we do first? I think we do the back wall, side walls, top, then bottom. So we'll do the back wall. Oh, it's a bit tougher, so we need the yellow. I always scroll the wrong way. That's one thing. If I do multiple videos on this, you'll see that I always scroll the wrong way with nozzles. I always go down when I'm wanting a smaller one, and then up when I'm wanting a bigger one. Which in my head makes sense, but apparently not. I like that little bar at the top going. Look at that. I like that it actually animates it, and it doesn't just instant. Although it moves up and down on that bit, but then when you go from one wall to the top, it just teleports up there. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, it gradually moves for some of them, and then not like that. And then when you go to that... Little observation. Still, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I hope you are. I hope this is enjoyable to watch. Let me know in the comments. Give me brutal honesty. I know that a lot of my audience is aviation-based, but I know there's a lot of people that the satisfaction of an industry like aviation, you're satisfied by similar things to this. So yeah, I hope that you find some satisfaction in it. Let's do the floor. I don't want to be walking around on a dirty floor, really. Get right in those corners. What I used to do is what I'm going to do now, actually, and I sort of outline the edges from one piece to the next, so I know I've definitely got them, because sometimes the corners and the very tiny little crevices can catch you out, and then you have to go basically around the edge of all of it again to make sure that you've completed a part. So I like to make sure that the outline is done. There's not been many bits like that on this so far, so I haven't been able to really show that off. But there we go. So we'll get the edges done nice and tidy, and then we'll Just go over all of this. Seems like there's some tougher bits, actually. You see that bit there is still... Or is it just a reflection? Yeah, I think it was just a reflection. It looked like it's brown there, but clearly not. Sometimes as well, pieces like this can be difficult because this black piece in the middle, there's like a lip on it, so you'd have to go right round and get on top of the lip here. If we do Q, there is a bit of dirt in there, you see it? Just shows you how intricate it is. Look, there's a little dot there, a little dot there. I do like that in this game, it's a lot sharper. The edges of that orange glow is sharper. So, in the old game, it was very anti-aliased, so it was really soft around the edges. So if there was a little crumb of dirt, it was very difficult to see because it was made smooth to blend in and not be too harsh an edge. So it was really difficult to see. And it should be done about there. Yeah. It sort of auto-completes bits for you. Okay, we'll do the roof next, so we'll be going up top. Again, I'm going to go along the edges and just get the roof edges done to that connecting wall. So, oh god. You do get the odd little fire off into the distance like that every so often. It's quite funny, really. There we go. And then we'll get this side all the way along. Cracking, and then we'll do the inside of this door, because why not? We'll do the whole thing. It's not a big panel. It's only going to take a few moments longer. We might have to get underneath that shutter as well, because if you look under here, look, there you go, see all that? So that roller is done. We'll get under there, and then look, I've right-clicked by accident, and then under the bottom of the door. Did I not do the outside of the door or something? Oh, don't tell me that you have to do... Does the whole door come down? Oh, no, maybe not. I've not done the outside of it. Whoops. And yes, you can draw things in the dirt. We all draw things in the dirt. Back onto the roof part. Again, look at these beams here. So you have to come around the other side and get some of those beams, I reckon. I'm going to do this on purpose on this side and show you just how easy it is to miss a piece like that. Even on that light, too. You probably have to try and get around the other side of that light. No, it's let me get away with it, and it's been good to me there. Okay, so we'll do that along this beam, and I'll show you. Look, the other side. It's been quite good to me. Yeah, there's only a few crumbs of it here and there, so it was kind to me there. The game, I mean, I'm not sure if the second one is like the first one in that regard yet, but there is very much a balance of the game being kind to you with certain panels and letting you complete them early, and then ones like that where, you know, you have to get every little speck of dirt, and it feels like it's being quite harsh to you because, you know, you have to go into a ridiculous amount of detail to get every piece. Let's finish off the roof. It'll probably let me auto-complete this quite early. No, not too early. Right then, we've got, and let's do this beam as well. I always go through a bit of a transition of wanting to go like that with stuff, or also just going in one smooth motion, nice and slow. Stop it. The one smooth motion thing is satisfying. Like, it's just really satisfying. I wonder if we can use the green here. I'm going to use the yellow on these, just to get rid of that. Because when it's got metals on it, it's usually a bit tougher. You can get oil stains as well. And there's certain soaps and things in the game that obviously specialise in removing certain types of dirt, because it tells you often what type of dirt you have. I think that's in the options, actually. Let me just try and highlight duration. You can make that longer, that's nice. Oh, I can scroll down? No, I can't. Okay, so where the crosshair is in the middle, it used to tell you just next to it what type of dirt was sort of combined. So it would just tell you, like, you know, general grime or just dust or mud. And then it would also say things like oil. And if it was oil, you could see how you instantly got rid of the dirt. It would have a little graph like we have in the top corner. It would show you the dirt going away, but the oil would still stay underneath because it was harder to get off. It was quite interesting like that. But in a way, it's not as intrusive to be without it, because it did feel like it was a little bit much, because when you were looking over all the things like that, if just moving over a piece of dirt like that, it would constantly flicker and show you every tiny little detail. and it was a little bit much, I think. But I'd be intrigued to know at least what type of dirt we're dealing with. This green nozzle's doing a wonderful job of this at the moment, although look at that there. Again, scrolling the wrong way. From that angle, it really wasn't working, was it? You can get... It's come up with pick up there because the ladder is the other side. What's this orange thing all about? What's that orange thing? Oh! I know what that is. Stand by. So that tells you the pieces that aren't done. Okay. I didn't really ask, to be honest, but the roller shutter handle, the roller shutter frame, and the truck lower side. Yeah, because what it used to do is when you only had like 3 or 4 pieces left, it would tell you what they were on the left. So it would help you out rather than having to check tab all the time. It would just tell you what the final pieces were that you needed to clean. It'd only give you the name, but you can very often have it so that you click an individual piece. So if I... Nope, wrong one. If I go into here and click cargo hold wall, you see it's got the orange target on it. So you can untarget them. That's good. Big fan of that. Yeah, I quite like that. I like trying to find them for myself. You know? The little target thing floating around was a bit annoying. Because it doesn't seem to be that glued to the object, so it was a bit frustrating. It sort of floated in midair. Okay, nearly done on that wall. Beautiful. Ah, there you go. So when you've got 3 left, it shows you. So roller shutter handle, is it the one on the outside? Yeah, we'll go for red on this. That'll sort that out. Roller shutter frame. Is it just on the inside of the frame here? That's... Oh, I wasn't using my extension. Steady. Let's use Q. Oh dear. Look at that. Lots of that. Let's go for yellow. Go on. There we go. And the truck lower side. Is it under here maybe? Lower side. Lower side. So this is the thing. I don't want it to tell me which one with the orange target. Ah, it'll be under here. Oh, look at that. It's disgusting. Ready? We did it. We did it. Our very first one. How cool is that? I just wish that I could put my ladder on the floor, out of all things. Is this Muckingham's Premier Power Washer? Rinse and repeat. Oh, yeah, so I mentioned earlier the job names. It's not down to the client that wants you. It's what Harper recommends you as. So there was like Dirt Finder General was one of them, but Rinse and Repeat was really good. I like that. Job complete. Hopefully we, yes, get a time lapse. Oh, it's so satisfying. Although I left that bit in the... Oh, okay. I left a bit in the middle there that really annoyed me. All the way over the top. See, it hasn't picked up that very well there. Strange. And then, oh, I was doing the inside, so you didn't see the end. Cool. That's really cool. So let's go to home base and see what this is about, because it's that building there, I'm pretty sure. I think a lot of people bring vehicles and stuff to you when it's not a location. Good God, you're loud, cat. Shut up. So this is... Caldera County. So we're in Muckingham, so that's us here. And then Detergento, Bucketon, Fumarole, Sponge Valley, Sparkleton, Pumpton, but it stinks around there. Oh, there's multitudes of Catos. Oh, Bubbles. And Squeak, yeah, of course, Bubbles and Squeak. It's a very shiny office, but then again, if you didn't have a clean office as a power washer, then what really is the point? Ah, this is cool. So this is our little, I say little, it's like a big garage to fill things with. And then another garage down here for all the tools and stuff. I like this. This is really good. There's the van, which does look different now. It's quite ugly. It's got a British number plate on it, though. I think the developers of this are English. I can't remember. They're quite steep stairs. Is that a weird observation? Oh well, means you can get more stuff in downstairs. What I don't like, and it's always bothered me, is I've always thought one day my character's going to fall over. Because if you listen to the feet, there's a bit of a slip here and there. I just think I'm going to fall over. Ah, there we go, look. There's our first trinket. So you can now do it in free play. So you go up to them, and that's how you choose the mission. That's really cool. I really like this. Very, very solid. You also have to try and put together what is happening in Muckingham. Apparently there's some weird sort of conspiracy thing going on. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. You can close the door, because why would you not animate the door? Oh, the door handle moves. Very satisfying. And then, no. Ding. Oh, you can, oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's dangerous. Watch the Katos. Oh, you can't aim directly at the Katos. That's a shame. Oh my god, I want one of those. I want that in my life. Still, we're going to leave this one here, but yeah, Powerwash Simulator 2 begins. I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos on this because I love this game so much and I want other people to enjoy it with me. I know that it may not get views, it may not get people watching it, but if you have watched this and you have enjoyed it, please let me know, because I would be very happy to do multiple videos on this and obviously go all around the place and do all the individual vehicles, missions and whatever. But yeah, I'm going to leave this one here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Go get the game for yourself. It's out now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.